Hello everybody, Mobius1 here, bringing my reaction to Star Wars The Mandalorian Chapter 7. The last episode, we saw the Mandalorian team up with a misfit crew of different people to try and break someone out of a New Republic prison ship. Excellent cameos by Bill Burr and the executive producers at the end of the episode with Dave Filoni and a couple of others. Honestly, it was probably one of my favorite episodes. Just the scene of him like fighting the droids and all the different personalities all kind of clashing was just really cool. And yet here we are with only 2 episodes to go until the season finale, and I'm kind of hoping that we get back to the main plot with, you know, him and Baby Yoda trying to be on the run from the Guild and the Empire and who knows what else. I'm wondering if we're ever going to see some of the other characters that were introduced in some of the earlier episodes. I like this serialized, each episode's kind of like a self-contained thing that they got going, but I hope for the finale we get a return to, you know, the main story. Just a reminder that my first ever Mobius1 merch is on sale until this Sunday, so you got about 3 or 4 days left depending on when this video gets posted. There's a link in the video description to my bonfire campaign where you can get yourself one of the first ever Mobius1 t-shirts or hoodies. Also, for only $1 a month, you can become a patron on my Patreon and have access to my full reactions, which are starting at 0 seconds, and you'll be able to watch the entire episode along with me. We're going to do that now, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Previously on... Oh! Why are they showing him? Is he coming back? I think we're getting a return to the main plot. Why would they show the IG-11 unless he's coming back? Oh, he's sleeping.
My friend, if you are receiving this transmission, that means you are alive.
Oh.
The man who hired you is still here, and his ranks of ex-Imperial guards have grown. We consider him an enemy, but we cannot get close enough to take him out. They will not stop until they have their prize. Return to Navarro. Bring the child as bait. I will arrange an exchange and provide loyal guild members as protection. You kill him, and we both get what we want.
I don't know. So is he gonna go? Of course he's gonna go. This has to be where we meet the dude with the Death Troopers. Oh wait, this is a sanctuary planet. He's going back to get the girl? He's gonna get Cara Dune. Yes. That's neat. Ooh. Nice.
Looking for some work?
Look at the Baby Yoda. Aww.
I don't know. I've been advised to lay low.
I can bring you there and back with a handsome reward. You can live free of worry.
I'm already free of worry.
He's Imperial.
I'm in.
Damn. I like that. Her tattoo actually looks badass.
Pick one.
Thermal detonators.
You saw what happened on Sorgan.
Oh my god. He's gonna fall.
Be safe until the imp is dead.
Did he push a button? Oh my god. Get off of that.
We need someone to watch that thing.
Yeah.
You got anyone you can trust?
The Ugnaught dude? Yeah, I figured. Oh no, what about the girl? What about the woman on Tatooine? What about the dockmaster or whatever that repaired his ship? Nah, he's going back to the Ugnaught dude. Yeah. I would have brought her to the woman on Tatooine with the pit droids. Music is really good.
I don't think it was engineered. I've worked in the gene farms. This one looks evolved. You were a dropper.
Did you serve?
On the other side, I'm afraid. I paid out my clan's debt, and now I serve no one.
He was Imperial? Oh, he's back!
Would anyone care for some tea?
What? No, he reprogrammed him to be a servant? I freaking knew he was gonna come back.
Reconstruction was quite difficult, but not impossible.
That's so cool.
You'd had to learn everything from scratch. It requires patience.
No! Poor lizard thing.
I spent day after day reinforcing its development with patience.
How long has it been?
Is it still a hunter?
No, but it will protect.
No. He's gonna protect the Baby Yoda? That's an interesting twist. The one that wanted to kill him in the very beginning is gonna be this protector.
I can reprogram IJ-11 for nursing and protocol.
No.
Why are you so distrustful of droids?
It tried to kill him.
You trust me?
From what I can tell, yes.
Then you will trust my work.
I've spoken. Say it.
And the Blurgs will join me as well.
The Blurgs?
I have spoken.
Yes!
I got you, Mando.
Care to double the bet?
Aww. No, he's gonna cheat. Baby Yoda.
We're friends, we're friends. Kara is my friend.
That is not okay.
He used Force Choke.
What is it?
What it is, I don't know. But what it does, this I've heard rumors of.
I could really use your craft work right now. Can you pad this container so the child can sleep better?
I shall fabricate a better one.
This really is like Star Wars D&D. The last episode was like that with the crew, and now this is like a whole separate crew.
I have prepared second meal. Would you care to be served here or below?
Under no circumstances does that thing leave the ship.
You got a real thing for droids, don't you?
That droid was designed to kill things. I don't care how much wiring he replaced.
Think of how many stormtroopers that droid could kill. You could send IG-11 into the town by himself, and he'd probably clean the whole city of imps. They just standing out in the middle of a field waiting for him. Look at that! Look at the blaster shot. It's cool. It's a western.
That introductions are in order.
It's a western standoff.
I recommend the shock trooper guards the ship.
She's coming with me.
But the town is now run by ex-Empire.
She's coming.
Fine. At least cover your tattoo. No need to flaunt it.
Oh, her arm? He makes a good point. She's got a freaking rebel insignia on her face. If she just walks into a town full of Imperials. Alright, so do we trust him? Is the question of the day. I'm trying to think of what could happen. We're definitely going to see Breaking Bad dude this episode, right? This looks so much like Sullust. So they left IG-11 on the ship by himself. How's that going to end up? How's that going to play out?
Let's go over the plan again.
We show the client the bait, we join him at the table, and you kill it.
How many will there be?
No more than 4.
He travels with at most a fire team.
4?
Nothing can go wrong.
Oh shit, what was that? It's a freaking dragon. What in the hell is that? It's like an overgrown Minoc. No, the blurg. No, the bucket-headed dude. For a battle-hardened shock trooper, she's a really shitty shot. Of course.
He's hurt badly.
I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine.
How bad?
Bad. The poison's spreading fast.
Oh, he's gonna heal him.
He's trying to eat me.
Is this the first... Is this the first time we've ever seen Force healing? Like, in live action? I think that might have been the first ever, like, live action Force healing. I honestly can't remember if maybe at some point in the prequel we see that. But I don't think we do. So, he can obviously use, like, freaking every power then. He can choke, he can lift, he can heal.
I guess this is it.
No. He was going to turn him in.
The plan was to kill you and take the kid.
Yep.
But after what happened last night, I couldn't go through with it.
Bring me.
Bring you.
Tell Tell him you captured me. Get me close to him, and I'll kill him. It's the only way.
This is the way.
Then she can bring the child.
The kid goes back in the ship. Queel, ride back to the Razor Crest with the child and seal yourself in.
There's no way this works, right? There's no way this works. That's cool.
Chain code?
I have a gift for the boss.
Chain code. I'll give you 20 credits for the helmet.
That's going on my wall.
20 credits for a Mandalorian helmet? Yeah, right.
There are more than 4 troopers.
4 guarding the client. Many more here in town.
Where are the rest of the Mandalorians? Here we go.
You see? 4. Look what I brought you, as promised.
Please sit.
So this is when you kill him.
Just as in this situation,
Okay, that's
all avoidable.
6 now.
The Empire improves every system it touches. Compare Imperial rule to what is happening now. Look outside. Is the world more peaceful since the revolution? I see nothing but death and chaos.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I would like to see the baby.
It is asleep.
We all will be quiet.
Come on, you mean you didn't see this coming?
I must take this call.
Give me the blaster.
Did they ambush the ship? Ooh, hello.
Moff Gideon.
Have they brought the child?
Yes, I have.
You may want to check again.
Well, that was unexpected. There they are. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, it's the troop transport from Rebels.
4 stormtroopers?
That's awesome. And that's a lot of freaking stormtroopers. One of them might actually hit.
This is bad.
Queel, are you back to the ship yet?
Oh, no, what happened to him?
Do you copy? Yes. Are you back to the ship yet?
Not yet.
How did they intercept that? They don't know where he is. Nice. Wait a minute. Is that... That's a modified TIE fighter, right? They don't all land like that. Are they actually changing how TIE fighters land? That has to just be a modified TIE fighter. There's no way they would change how, like, standard TIEs actually land. Though, I wouldn't be opposed to that. It kind of is a cool idea. It makes sense anyway. There he is. Oh, my boy.
You have something I want. You may think you have some idea what you are in possession of, but you do not.
Queel, are you back to the ship yet? Queel, come in.
Oh no. IG-11. IG-11's gonna bust out and take him out, right? Here it comes.
Means more to me than you will ever know.
Come in, Queel. Queel, come in.
What? What? Oh, goosebumps too from the change in music. What? All right, everybody. That was it for Chapter 7 of Star Wars The Mandalorian. What an episode. First off, we're back to the main plot. And I gotta say, I'm digging it. Mandalorian's just kind of cruising along in space, gets a call from Grief, and sounds like a trap. He wants him to come back, bring the baby, take out the Imperial, and, well, sounds too good to be true because it turns out that it is. He really wanted to lure him back so that he could kill him and take the baby for himself, and I guess buy out the Empire or just earn a boatload of credits and then leave where Navarro is that? I think Navarro is the planet, because apparently the whole freaking town got taken over by the Empire. I don't know. We don't know what happened with that battle between the Mandalorians and the Bounty Hunters Guild, which was the last time we saw the planet. And yeah, it looks like they killed each other. I guess both of them killed each other off, or maybe the guild won. Nah, see, that can't be the case. And then the Empire moved in. The Mandalorians have to still be alive. They had to have moved their little underground camp somewhere, right? Like, there's no way they would introduce us to that armor smith and that big heavy dude with the huge repeating cannon in that one episode and then get rid of them, right? Like, they're gonna return along with all the other characters eventually, right? But the Mando's smart. Instead of just going straight back, he goes to that sanctuary planet and picks up Cara Dune, who's having a really kick-ass bar fight with some Zabrak dude tied to her at the hip with the freaking... Looked like the energy beam looks like the beam that connects the two engines of a pod racer from episode 1, which is pretty cool. She doesn't want to join him initially. She's enjoying her, laying low, staying on a sanctuary planet where apparently she's the toughest freaking person around, winning bar fights for money. Yeah, she's like, nah, yeah, I'm good. I'll just hang out here. I'm doing fine for myself. Until she finds out that they're going to be going and killing Imperials, and then without a hesitation, she's like, yep, I'm in. Sign me up. I mean, if you get a tattoo on your face of a rebel insignia, I'm pretty sure you would jump at just about any opportunity to kill some imps. I like the scene of her going through his armory, like picking up everything. She's like shaking the thermal detonators. She's loading each gun and like looking down the sights. Really cool until then, Baby Yoda... Freaking Baby Yoda swinging on the joystick on the ship. It would have been bad, I guess, if he'd have caused some problems, or if they were like in hyperspace or something. That could have ended really poorly. But it was cute. So then they go back to the desert planet with the freaking Ugnaught, and what does he have? He has IG-11 serving tea. I gotta admit, I knew this droid was gonna come back. I mean, he's too iconic of a character for them to have killed off in the first episode, and he's in like so much art for the show. Like, he's on, if you pull up the thing on IMDb, I think, no, okay, I guess not on IMDb, but like if you just search The Mandalorian, so many shots on Google Images have IG-11. It's like Mandalorian front and center, and then flanking him on either side is Cara Dune and IG-11. So you knew that he was going to be in this show for more than just one episode. But the fact that they brought him back as a service droid serving tea is not only funny, is not only hilarious, it's also a little ironic, right? Because the Ugnaughts' whole like shtick is that he was an indentured servant who bought his freedom, and now he programmed this droid to be a servant. So I don't know if that's like, if there's like some intentional hypocrisy going on there or not, or maybe just because it's a droid he doesn't really care. But it's an interesting point to think about. Anyway, we know that he's gonna fight again at some point, right? Like, something's gonna happen. And for the rest of the episode, he was like, I made drinks if anybody would like drinks or something like that. Yeah, that's not going to last. We know that something's going to snap, and he's just going to go like freaking berserker mode, and it's going to be one of the greatest scenes in the series when it happens. Maybe it'll be in the next episode, the finale. Maybe they'll save that for season 2. I don't really know. But the fact that right now he's basically the comic relief, and the fact that we know that the comic relief is going to turn into the ultimate badass at some point just makes me excited. So I know in the last reaction, I talked a little bit about how it was like a Star Wars Dungeons and Dragons group where you had like the rogue and like the gunslinger and like the muscly strong warrior dude. This is kind of the same thing. Like, we have a new cast or a new group, a new party, that are each like their own little roles, like the rebel soldier. We had the Mandalorian, I guess could be like the assassin of the group. You had Queel. I still don't know how to say his name. I think it's Queel. I'd have to actually look at how it's spelled. But he was like a tech specialist. You have the droid, It's cool. I like this whole, like, let's get a bunch of people that are all like totally different personality wise and have them work together to solve problems, though we lost a party member at the end of this episode, but we'll get to that. The scene with them at the campfire as they were walking back to the city. They stopped at night to make camp and rest, and yeah, we had to fight off some dragons? Like, what? That was nuts. This is a brand new planet, as far as I know, to Star Wars, so we don't really know what kind of wildlife exists on that planet, but apparently there's freaking dragons, which fits even better with my Star Wars Dungeons and Dragons theory. Yeah, I won't talk too much about that scene, but at the end of the scene, Grief gets cut and poisoned, so apparently they're poisonous dragons, and Baby Yoda freaking heals him. Which I totally forgot Baby Yoda force-choked Cara Dune. So we get to see in one episode Baby Yoda use both a dark side and a light side force power. So I guess with no training, the Force is just the Force. Like, there is no dark side or light side, it's just the Force. Baby Yoda is the ultimate gray Jedi. Take that, Kyle Katarn. I'm super curious to see what other Force powers they allowed Baby Yoda to use at some point. Like, I doubt this will happen, but what if between seasons 1 and 2 there's some sort of time jump and we get like preteen Yoda? Oh my god, please no. Anyway, so they get to the city the next day and they have a new plan now because the original plan was to kill the Mando, and because Baby Yoda saved Grief, he didn't want to do that anymore. So they decide to pretend that they captured Mando, that he had the baby, but the baby wasn't actually in the thing. They were running the baby back to the ship. There was only supposed to be 4 stormtroopers, but instead there's a whole freaking city of stormtroopers. Yeah, things did not go well, particularly for the Imperial warlord dude who gets gunned down by freaking the Moff dude. Yeah, Moff Gideon. So I'm really curious about this Moff Gideon dude's backstory. I want to know where he's from, how he ties into the Empire, why he's got a freaking squad of death troopers at his command. But I think the most important question is, did we just see how TIE fighters actually land? Because I'm not gonna lie, I have mixed feelings about it. If you're telling me that every TIE fighter in Star Wars history has the ability to fold its wings like that, or I guess like this, and land low to the ground, I'm not against that idea. But the fact that it took until this series to make that call, I'd rather it just be like a personalized thing that Moff Gideon did to his TIE fighter. I 100% acknowledge that this is like an OT fanboy inside me crying to please not change anything from the OT. But I just mean, like, we haven't seen it, but at the same time, like, it's a logical design choice, and I'll allow it. So yeah, Moff Gideon actually ends up killing his own dudes, I guess, to get the Baby Yoda for some reason. He says he wants it, that it's like the most important thing to him or something like that. It means more to him than anything. So I'm not sure how the two of them are connected. Hopefully we'll find that out in the next episode. And while he's talking or lecturing, monologuing even, those 2 scout troopers hunt down the Ugnaught and apparently killed him and got Baby Yoda. So that sucks. I really do not at all want to compare this show to Game of Thrones, but I'm going to. As much as I absolutely loved Nick Nolte as this Ugnaught dude, the fact that they killed him off is kind of cool, because that means none of the characters are really safe. I think one of the things that made Game of Thrones such a popular show was the fact that, you know, any of the main characters were when they were in danger, you actually felt like they were in danger, that they might die, because that's killing off a main character is not something unusual for Game of Thrones. And if this show decides to do that, like, I'm on board. But really, I think that's all there is really to talk about this episode. There's only 1 episode left in the season, and it's going to come out on December 28th, so not this Friday, but next Friday. As a reminder, I'm going to be out of town for the holidays, starting this Friday, and I won't be back until December 30th or the 31st. which means my reaction to the finale probably won't be posted until like New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. But I promise I will do my best to have it up immediately as soon as I can. I will also do my best to avoid spoilers. I know the internet can be really bad with that, but I'll do my best. Also, I am seeing Star Wars Episode 9 this Friday, so I probably won't have a YouTube video with my thoughts on it until I get home, which honestly is probably a good thing. It'll let the movie really sink in, and I'll be able to think about it a little bit more. I might even go and see it a second time, depending on how good it is or bad it is, to really formulate an opinion. And then I'll be able to, once I get home, put my thoughts together and present you guys with an actual like Mobius review of Star Wars Episode 9. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you all for watching again. Don't forget to check the link in the video description, pick up some Mobius 1 merch before it expires. And yeah, that's going to be it. So, thank you all for watching. Mobius 1 here, and I'll see you next time.